Welcome, watchers, to another exciting tale within the world of Merosia. In the age of regression, we travel to the continent of Geranus. From there, we head to the country of Tharia, and specifically to the town of Afliakar. Our party entered the ancient temple of Humlatik and discovered the first two chambers were definitely dedicated to the ancient goddess herself. As they continued inward, they came across undead monsters that were pierced by the very stained glass that adorned the room many lifetimes ago. They also came across a guardian that was made of glass, and they couldn't tell if it was friend or foe, so they carefully moved on as best as they could. Watchers, this is where we continue as they descend down a flight of stairs and enter deeper into the depths below. Will they find what they're looking for or not? Those are the questions that we have for tonight's episode. Without further ado, let us go now, shall we? Battered, bruised, cut, scarred, y'all managed to have gotten in this stairwell, ancient, old. The smell is musty. And
no, it's beautiful. That's great.
It is layered with dust, symbols, and hieroglyphs line both walls. There's a metal door before y'all. It seems to be made of gold and silver. It has a symbol, much like y'all saw in the first room when y'all entered, of Humlatik itself. As you see her wings, insect-like in nature, but instead of gold and silver, they seem to be of either colored glass or possibly gemstones. What do y'all wish to do?
I'm going to cough up a little blood on the sigil. just to get some good use out of it. Maybe I'll just like
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie, pal. Let me just get over to my character. Yay, I'm so excited for this wisdom saving throw. That's a tart 12.
You have flashes come before you of past memories ruling over these lands that are known once as the Four Nations.
Ooh.
You flash to further back, even to where once the Four Nations was merged with Miva. And you see it was once a kingdom. And you see the rulers. Caio Quintus Navi and his wife Sienna Navi. The area was Dulavente, but it was Dulavente before it sunk into the swamp. Before the devil took over. And you come out of it. The door slides open.
God, I feel like every time I touch something in this place, I just go on a vision quest, and it's frankly very uncomfortable.
What's the rest of y'all doing? As y'all saw Cass put her bloody hand on the door, and her eyes roll back in her head in white orbs.
I was just behind her, so I would have attempted to catch her, maybe do a bit of a try and work out what's wrong with her, try and help her feel better.
Roll me Arcana.
Oh, okay. 5 total.
You have no.
Better put a wallet in my mouth or something.
Oh, I have an inspiration. Can I reroll?
You can.
Thank you.
I would assume that's bad.
Yeah, it was even worse.
Okay. You have no earthly idea what happened. What's
Okay.
Apple and Lapis doing?
Does anybody need any healing real quick?
I'm seizing, but I would like some healing.
Apple's
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Cass might need some help.
Apple's like half down.
Okay. Let
I feel
me
fine.
Not half down. She's a little down, sorry.
let me use my bottomless summer court. I do have those. I'm gonna use 2, so that's gonna be 2d6. Oh, murdered. So you get 8 health points.
Ooh.
Is that both of us? Sorry.
Oh. Ooh.
No,
I guess
just
I
her.
could-
That's fine.
I was trying not to use like actual spells.
No, it's fine.
Thank you so much.
Let me see.
I'll be okay.
I do need to make more good berries, to be honest with you. So I will cast good berry. Let me do the D20 thing. That's a 10. Okay, so
You are still good.
wait for the thing to go away. All right. So I make 10 berries. How many do you think you need, Apple?
I could use like 4.
I will give you 4.
Okay.
And I will hand out. Hold on, I have to do math. Let's see. 6. I'll hand 2 to everybody else. Yes. So, Amel gets 2, Cass gets 2, and Tetsu gets 2. Wait, is Tetsu with us? Wait.
No.
Nope.
No. Then
You-
I will take the other 2 for myself.
Y'all still have yet to hear from Tetsu. Y'all can only imagine from Cass's visions that maybe, just maybe, that these future portals that y'all come across, Tetsu will step out of one. And you know for a fact that the one that was outside is broken.
Okay. I blanked there for a second. I was trying to count berries and people at the same time.
Alright. After y'all finish doing what y'all are doing, what do y'all wish to do next?
I want to take the skull
Mm-hmm.
that I'm using for Mage Hand, and I want to kind of shave the inside of it where it's lighter, and I want to put it on Squirrely.
Okay.
So Squirrely can like run around the floor with like a skull car. But like the Flintstones car, she'll have to like run with it.
Okay. Do you have a wood carving set?
I have a magic
Or,
set. And I have thieves'
yeah.
tools.
Yeah.
And I have daggers. And I
Okay.
have goblin ingenuity.
Okay, so we're definitely gonna. What is?
I lived on
goblin-
my own for
Yes. Okay.
6 months.
Uh-huh. So we're just gonna do a straight dexterity score roll
Okay.
or modifier, however you want to say that. Yeah.
Pick the dexterity box.
Yep.
It's a 14.
As Apple begins carving the skull vigorously, what is Cass doing?
Well, I hopefully assume that at this point I'm out of the seizure, and I just kind of pop up and I go. I say the thing that I said earlier. Hey, Amel. Thanks for holding me. The door's open. Cass is gonna be the first to step through, and I think she's just gonna kind of try to, like, send her perception out to see if there's any nasties waiting in the shadows for us, because she's kind of trying to find, like, a safe place for us to take a little nap.
Roll me investigation.
Investigation. Ooh, is it have anything to do with Fey Fiends or undead?
It does not.
But I'm looking for Fey Fiends or undead. Okay. That's gonna kick our ass later. He's gonna be like, well, those giant monsters in the shadows weren't Fey Fiends or undead. They were monstrosities.
Yep.
I'll just roll it straight. I'll roll it straight.
Yeah.
It's a 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
You try to focus, and suddenly your chest pulsates.
Wow, that feels weird.
Your vision extends. This hallway is safe, as well as the next elongated room. And however, the next elongated room has three portals within.
Okay. Cass is just gonna sit down. Can we take a nap here? Just a quick baby one. I mean, we should be safe. Everyone, we should be safe up until these next two rooms, but there are portals. So I can't guarantee as to what will come out of those.
Well, if we're only having a short break, we should be able to keep an eye out at least.
Yeah, that's true. Let's I don't adore how narrow this hallway is. Do we want to rest in the portal room? Just to keep an eye on things?
Mel looking around, being slightly suspicious as she is, or cautious at least, would express that there is a pinch point at each end. This might be a safer spot to stay than right by the portals in case something does come out that we don't want to be on top of us before we know about it.
Fair enough. Let's get some rest here then, and we'll see what we can do once we're done.
As y'all begin taking a short rest, what's everybody thinking? What's everybody doing to prepare for this short rest?
Cass eats an egg and thinks of Tetsu and hopes that she hasn't been torn apart by some horrible portal shenanigans, because Cass knows the ways that things can go wrong with portals.
Mel sits down by the wall to rest. She's thinking about the warnings that Celeborn gave her about the deception that, what's his name? Lord Typhus is known for, and is hoping this isn't another one of those deceptive traps that may or may not kill us.
Lapis, Apple.
I think Lapis is probably going to sit down and kind of take just a brief little mental break, because this has been very stressful for her. She's been crying a lot. Just chilling out. She just healed everybody. She's kind of just wanting to take a little nap and recollect herself.
Apple.
So I'm sitting down with the skull, and I make a little harness that holds onto Squirrely, so Squirrely can be in there and run around, and it's kind of balanced, so if we're in a room she can get out of the way, but she kind of has an armor protected bubble, and then I do some more stuff, and then I get so overwhelmed and tired I just fall over and go to sleep.
As our party sleeps, we turn to another party member that had gotten lost on the trip over. We find ourselves in a portal, traveling as it seems forever and ever and ever. Tetsu, you're not too sure where you're at or where you're going, but you know for a fact that your party members should be nearby. As the portal stops, you come out into darkness, and as your eyes clear, you hear screams. You hear crunching noises, and you hear things of war and combat. As you open your eyes, you see a horrendous sight before you. Destruction, chaos. As you look over, you see a group dressed like Constantinesians, but they are in this weird looking armor, almost padded, almost of a shiny metal. They seem to be holding these strange weapons. You've heard of them. They used to be known as firearms. As you see them shooting them, but things doesn't look like what you've been told as far as the way these things shoot. Instead, these red beams shoot out of these so-called firearms, and as you look beyond that, you just see the hulking masses of devils of various shapes, various sizes, barreling towards y'all. As you hear one of them, "Commander! Commander! Get down! Get down!" As you feel one of them grab you and pull you down in the trenches. And just as you do, you just see this green liquid fly over you. And you see behind you as this weird mechanism, this weird machine was moving forward with this large turret-like cannon is what you could only think of. And as this green liquid hits this machine, it begins melting, pockmarking itself, and you hear explosions and screams within. As you hear the soldiers beside you, "Let's go! Come on! Move, move, move!" And they take you through these trenches here, there. Eventually, you feel that you get lost within. And you come into this area. Open, sort of. It's got various metals and wire and things on top of it, shielding it from all kinds of mayhem and destruction in the skies. As you just see these flying devils and various things of that nature, and you see other mechanisms, machinery fighting them. You look upon these soldiers, most of them faces halfway gone, body parts missing, armor, or what you assume is armor, tattered, bruised, corroded. You see these medics, and you recognize the symbol of Imperial. As they're going around healing people, one, what appears to be maybe a soldier of sorts, you're not too sure exactly what rank, but you're pretty sure he's high up, maybe a sergeant, maybe a lieutenant. The symbols upon his uniform vaguely look familiar, but you just can't quite place them. And he looks upon you and says, bows to you. My priestess, what shall we do? We have enough aerial lights to storm the trenches where the Devil Lord Osmos is at, but there's going to be heavy casualties.
I'm sorry, what? Me?
Another one looks over. One of the healers, and quickly runs to you and looks at the sergeant. Sergeant, we will deal with this matter soon. We must get these people healed. We must move in deeper. As the priestess, the healer, grabs you and pulls you into one of these little underground bunkers. Who are you?
Tetsu.
You are not from this time period.
I don't think I am.
The woman that looks upon you, shaved head, battle scars on her face, has the symbol of Ariel on her chest, on her tabard.
I follow Lord Ariel to, and Lady Osra.
But from so long ago.
How long ago?
You. Wow. She shakes her head. You see tears running down her eyes. Your kind, your civilization has been dead for 1,000 years.
Oh no. There's no more Wanty? We're just gone?
The demons that was destroyed during your time period, you were left and being chaotic as they are, even though they despise the devils, wanted to hurt Merosia. So they found portals that worked, fixed portals, and sent a message. The 9 layers of hell. The entire system. You know your planets that are in the sky, the Feywild planet, the elemental planets. You did hear the stories about the great machine that brought them there, right?
Yeah, of course. It's before they all ascended into godhood.
They found another way to come back. And the devils were adamant for the old gods destroyed their sun, their life force. And with the old gods out of the way and anything to stop them, they sought souls to fuel their insanities, their mechanisms, their lust for power and greed and whatever you want to call it.
I can't let that happen. Is there any way you can take me back? Because I swear I won't let that happen. I will make sure that every one of them is gone. If that means it stops this.
We came across a day ago an old teleportation platform, gate, whatever you want to call it. We didn't think much about it, but maybe if we can get it working again, we can send you back.
If you can get me in a portal, I'm pretty sure I can find my friends. And I'll go back to my time period when we're supposed to make sure this doesn't happen. And I swear, I won't let this happen.
She nods. It is of little consequence or little knowledge, but if you fix this, I won't exist. But it'd
You don't
be
know that.
nice.
You could exist different.
My name is Ohm.
Well, I hope we get to exist in a peaceful time.
Let me gather what I can. Let me gather a few, and we will make it there.
I understand.
She gathers 5 others of various shapes, various sizes, all are malnourished. All look as if they've been through stuff way beyond a mortal could take. Each one with their separate weapons. And Ohms tells you, follow us. We will get you there.
Lead the way.
And with that,
And
yep.
as I'm walking with them, I am starting to like pray and mutter under my breath the whole way there.
They actually hear you and begin praying with you. I need you to tell me what skill, what ability, what are you using to help get you to this portal?
Well, this oddly enough seems like a really perfect time to use Divine Sense.
Okay.
Um,
So go ahead and give me that perception roll.
and I can just detect good and evil. So they won't be able to sneak up on us. I'll just know. And then, well, if there's any animals around, I've got an animal friendship, but
So go ahead and give me that perception roll with advantage.
ooh, much better. So that is a 16. My first
16.
roll was a 1.
Yeah, that would have been bad. Your group weaves in and out of these maze-like trenches, and you see things, horrible things. You've experienced similar things back in Constantinessa with the undead, but this doesn't compare the atrocities that these devils have done to mortals. And even the devils themselves, in their shapes and their sizes and their just sheer evilness is unbelievable. And eventually, as time passes and y'all make y'all's way through, you begin hearing a deep, guttural chant. As you hear Olm say, "Stop." She puts up her hand, and you hear them kind of whispering to each other. And the little scrawny one, known as Jeep, he seems to be a type of frogman, suddenly blend in with the natural surroundings, and you just see footprints go off. Eventually he comes back and begins croaking. Nods. They've started the summoning. We must be very careful. We must be quiet as possible, or we are surely going to get sucked in and die. We will skirt the outskirts. Maybe, just maybe, their magics won't affect us. She looks at you, Tetsu, and just grabs a chunk of the dirty, muddy trench and immediately starts smearing it on your armor.
Oh, okay.
And it smells of decay and rot.
You know, why?
And they all start to do the same thing to themselves.
Is this some sort? Where are we disguising our scent? What are we doing?
You'll see. With that, I need you to make a stealth roll as each and every one of y'all begins stealthily, sneakily coming out of the trench itself and moving on barren land to what appears to be off in the distance a rubbled structure of sorts, maybe a series of houses or whatnot. But due to the disguise and whatnot, you get advantage with that stealth roll.
No, I do not, sir. I roll flat because I have disadvantage because of my armor.
Yep. So go ahead and give me that stealth roll.
That's an 11.
11. Y'all turn a corner, and out of the corner of your eye, and you feel this chanting deep within inside your heart as it's just pounding, and the guttural noises that these people are making, dressed in these outfits and whatnot, and you see this giant floating cube.
Just... What is that?
It is a summoning cube.
Does anyone not know Counterspell right now? I don't, but like...
It is too powerful for such things. And magic has been gone now for quite some time now. Only the most arcane practitioners know of its powers. You hear choking. And you look behind you, and two of the members in your 5-team party seems to be holding their neck as you see blood running out of their face. And instead of dripping on the ground, you see it floating in the air. And as you follow that trail, it seems to be going toward this cube.
So with Divine Sense, is it safe to assume that like everything's just lit up right now?
It is a beacon of terrifying monstrosity. As Alm says, we gotta go. They're going, since the blood hits the group, they're going to know. We have to go.
We can't do anything to help them?
No, go now, go now. And the team starts, what's left of the team starts running. As the twos are choking, fall to their knees, and blood just starts pouring out of their face.
Knees to chest running.
You to make a athletics roll.
No one get too excited, but I actually have a bonus to that one. All of the others have been +0. Hey, so that is a 19.
19. Y'all book ass. Going this way, that way, behind pillars and barriers and whatnot. And you hear the chanting, and you hear this thrumming noise as you feel it in your chest, almost as if it is trying to suck you in and destroy your very inner core. The image fades as you get deeper and deeper within this structural system. As y'all manage to regroup in the chaos and the confusion, Tetsu, Om, and Eat are the only ones remaining out of the 5.
Are we gonna be able to make it back?
This way. It's down these steps. We're close. We're very close. And as y'all descend down, 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 you come into a clearing. It almost looks like corridors, one going to the left and one going to the right. And it almost looks like a riverbed. You see this ancient portal gate, and beyond that looks like an old temple. And what's disturbing about this old temple is the stone statue on top of it, looking over it. It looks like Cass.
I start running faster towards
As
it.
quickly grabs you and says, "No, do not awaken it."
But that's one of my friends.
Not in this time period. You must go through the portal. As Eat begins, looks like Eat starts cutting themselves and dripping blood in these round bowls. As you begin hearing this low rumble, and you hear this almost activation, and suddenly you see a familiar sight once more. A portal gate open.
Is Ohm still behind me?
They are both there with you.
I'm gonna look at them before I walk through and go, I swear, before both Ariel and Azra, I will make sure this hell doesn't happen.
They nod. Eat gives you a hug.
Gonna hug him back. I hope that you two end up in a soft life.
We will try to survive. Good luck. May you find your friends, as Ohm says.
Stay safe as you can. And I'm gonna run through.
And as you run through, Cass, Lapis, Amel, and Apple. After about hour and a half, you hear something strange in the other room. And you suddenly see it light up. A purplish light.
Ah, crap.
I jump to my feet and I'm holding a spell.
What do y'all wish to do?
Cass is creeping forward, just kind of crouched down at the front of like a phalanx.
And as you do, what does Lapis and Apple do?
I'm gonna pull out my dagger and get ready to stab.
Okay. Apple.
Sleeping.
Where is Lapis at exactly?
Oh, I probably would have been like at the edge of the hallway as soon as I'd woke up, just to like keep an eye on Apple while Apple's sleeping, and to keep an eye on Amel and Cass, since
Okay.
they're going that way.
And where did Apple sleep at?
Just on the floor.
I thought we were sleeping on the stairs.
Oh, wherever we were.
I don't know anymore.
Let me
Okay.
look at the map.
Cass, Mel.
Yeah, we
Where's
were
your-
kind of by the door, being Lapis.
Okay.
Well, I'm stuck again. I'll put my
gotcha.
skull there. Apple likes to hang out in walls.
Yeah.
You want to attach Squirrely to the skull, and then maybe I can move around, because
That might
think-
help. Yeah.
I think
Okay.
Squirrely's the troublemaking squirrel that she is.
Okay. I gotcha. Amel, Cass. What is your passive perception?
13. Ooh!
Do y'all both see it? Y'all both see this portal activation. The first one that is in the room with the 3.
Ugh.
And with that, sure enough, a figure steps through.
I'm gonna try to grapple.
Go ahead and give me a grapple check.
Is that just athletics?
Athletics.
And I'm throwing a spell.
Okay.
Sorry, Tetsu.
Sorry, Tetsu. It's a dirty 20.
I hate that.
Amel, what spell did you unleash?
I need an intelligence save.
Oh, good. I only have a negative to that. It's fine.
Poor girl just came through like the horrors of World War I, trench warfare. She's seen countless atrocities.
I
And
did,
then
in
she's
fact, just
immediately-
walk through Auschwitz.
Yes, and then she's immediately tackled and brain splintered. She gets a
Yeah,
migraine.
yeah,
Let me
mind
see.
slivered.
Is a 13 good enough for me?
It saves, yes.
Whew.
I don't have a great save on my DCs.
Tetsu, you may, if you have any reactions, you may do so.
Well, I think typically grapple is athletics against strength, right?
Yeah, but you surprise them.
I don't. My only reaction is an opportunity attack.
Okay.
So if I want to wrestle back, I guess.
Yes, you can do that. So go ahead and either give me athletics or acrobatics.
Athletics, because that's a 21.
Oh, barely. I feel like I kind of get a hold of you, but then like you just kind of push me away. It's kind of like a sibling fight.
We're on the ground doing judo now.
Mhm.
It's just like armor scraping.
Horrible noises.
As soon as I realize it's Tetsu, I'll be calling out that it's Tetsu.
Where? Where's Tetsu? Where did you take Tetsu?
Right here! I am Tetsu!
Where are you? Oh, oh. Hi, Tetsu.
Hi.
It's been
Took
a
long
day.
time to get here. It has been a day. God, I hope that your time was like really relaxing getting here, because man, you don't even know what we've been through. We had to walk through a room that was full of glass. I've given blood like 3 times. I've got this thing in my chest now. Pink, 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 pink. It's like a medallion.
As she reveals that, you suddenly have flashbacks to that statue above the temple doors. and it had the exact same medallion.
Where'd you get that?
So this was during like one of our almost dying when we first showed up things. I was like down to almost no health. We were absolutely getting massacred. Some bad shit was supposed to go down. So I ran over to this big gross gargoyle, gave it almost all my life. I guess defeated some ghosts by the sheer awesomeness of my presence. And then I got this cool kind of permanent, I mean, it's not cool, it's not really my style, but it's kind of like permanent jewelry.
I saw the future. And
Oh,
the future
cool.
was hell. In the future, the demons and the devils get together.
Ew.
They form an alliance.
Oh.
And every plane is hell. They destroy everything, the Feywild, all the elemental planets, everything.
Horrible. How far in the future is this?
For 1,000 years. A few people sacrificed their life to get me back.
Well, I
And
mean...
that symbol around your neck, that permanent jewelry you have,
Bing, 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 bing.
that was on the temple there.
Oh. I'm glad that I get rid of it, you know? I was really starting to worry that this might be like a permanent thing, you know?
It was the symbol that was on the temple.
Okay. I'm glad
He
the temple
was
piece of it.
the gargoyle. He was the symbol on the temple.
The gargoyle on the temple was you, Cass.
Like it looked
Like it was you.
Ooh. I mean, I hope I looked a little better than like the guy who was there before, because like, man, he was ugly.
They were taking people's blood and putting it in a cube because they were gonna summon chaos back.
A summoning cube? That's only been theorized.
It was horrible, and they said it happens during our timeline.
Was it?
That it starts during this timeline, our lives.
Fifth dimensional cube. I've got to make some...
I told those people that died for me I wouldn't let that happen, and that whatever life that they would suddenly exist in would be a soft life. And I plan to make that happen.
So are we gonna go kill some devils after this then? I mean, look, I've already told the group, like, we have infinite time. Oh, by the way, we are in like the past from where we were. Like, this is kind of like before, the time that we are in right now is before like Ozra and Iriel. So like we could like go and like mess some stuff up if we wanted.
Absolutely not. But all this happened because I needed to fix my shield, and I saw this really shiny egg, and I pull out this like bedazzled egg.
Holy crap! That's a beautiful egg!
Yeah, I was fixing my shield and I was sitting on a side table.
Hey Dave, can I roll history for egg? What's the history of this egg?
Can I roll Arcana for egg?
Yes.
Okay. Does this have anything to do with Fae, Fiend, or Undead?
Oh my god.
Yes.
When I look at it.
Ooh!
Oh, so it's lighting up while I'm looking at it, and I'm like, did it do that before?
18.
I got a 19, so that's a 23 total.
It strangely pulsates with fiendish intent.
This thing is pulsating with fiendish intent.
I can see it.
Who rolled the 19?
I did. Well, I got a 23 total.
Oh, 23, okay. Huh. That's something extremely rare. If speculations lean that way, this would be A fiendish dragon?
This is the ultimate deviled egg.
What? I just see that it's glowing. Do you know what it is?
It's a dragon!
I found a what?
You found a dragon.
You also realize that you're not quite sure yet. It'd have to be experimented on. But over time, those that are near this egg will also be corrupted.
Is anyone here feeling particularly evil?
No?
Here, let me just... Cass is gonna, like... I'm sure we have some form of, like, fire out. She's gonna try to, like, candle the egg, which is what you do to, like, check the development of, like, beings of any kind inside of an egg. She's trying to see how developed this little dragon is.
Roll me nature or medicine.
See which one I'm better at. Medicine, please. Oh wait, but this is a fiend egg, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm gonna do nature actually, because I get an advantage if it has something to do with fiends. Oh, both 13. Oh, so that's 15.
It's hard to tell. Your guesstimate years before it hatches, but you're not too sure what's the precise year, basically.
Right. I mean,
you definitely know it's not within the year.
I mean, if anyone has purified food and drink, we could just make like a really wicked omelet. End of a problem, you know?
This is a devil egg?
I do
Like a
not have
fiend?
that.
I mean, look, how else are you supposed to get rid of something evil other than to eat it?
So I'm gonna put the egg on the ground, and we're gonna send one hell of a divine smite its way.
Okay.
Does it
Go
have gems
ahead.
on it?
It's not.
Okay.
It's kind of like, it almost looks like a black dragon egg, but in the firelight, it gives off a orangish, reddish tinge.
Ooh.
And
And did I get?
y'all
Oh, sorry.
do slightly smell sulfur in the air,
And did I get anything for my Arcana check off that?
which was
I got an 18 total.
18. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely magic. It's definitely what Cass is predicting, and you know, it's all signs lead to it being a dragon. And the way the nature is and whatnot, you can't quite pinpoint it, but it definitely has that vibe that it's more cursed than helpful.
Apple's gonna throw herself on top of the dragon egg.
Apple, no!
I was already divine smiting.
I know. As soon as you threw it down.
I need.
Aren't you asleep?
Well, not when you said baby. So Apple would have come from behind and just went, "Baby, don't hurt the baby!"
It's not a baby! It's an
a
egg!
baby. You
You
said
eat
baby.
omelets! You eat
Wagon.
omelets!
I'm gonna look at Apple. Apple, it is not a baby you want to keep. It will
Mama
kill
might
you.
want it. I gotta
will
ask
make-
Grandma.
No,
Yes?
no one gets
Yes.
to, because it will make you bad. Do you want your grandma to be bad?
Just a baby.
Do you
You
want
haven't
it
met
to-
Grandma.
Do you want grandma to go to hell?
Grandma's
And
probably
suffer?
been there.
God, this is my family.
Like,
Grandma is a demon.
Devil.
Apple, we're not keeping that egg. No one gets to keep that egg. I'm not letting anyone have a devil dragon.
not
think of
even
how good.
hatched.
Oh my god, guys, it could taste so good. The freaking caloric density of a dragon egg has never been studied before.
We are not giving a devil dragon to anyone.
Grandma's a devil, though. She can take care of it.
No. No one can. It will just make somebody bad. Do you want to be bad, Apple, and lose all of your blood?
Apple,
Maybe.
Apple, Tetsu really went through. It sounds like Tetsu really went through something on the other side. And we let you keep that skull and your growing collection of potatoes and dolls. So
You see this skull just kind of run by with the fuzzy tail.
So let's let Tetsu smite the egg. Can I do with my previous nature check, will I know whether that smite is going to do anything or not at this level?
The combination of Mel and you cast together with those two rolls, it's pretty much going to crack the egg and unleash its essence.
Ho ho ho!
Which may or may not be really, really bad for y'all.
Well, while I am on Tetsu's side mostly, I think Amel would agree with me on this. Let's not kind of try to chip the bomb of evil, you know? Like, let's think of it less of an egg, and let's think of it more as just kind of a bomb, like a horrible, horrible bomb of evilness. And I agree with you, but I think that if we stab it, it's going to try to get rid of itself in us, you know?
Is the portal still open?
Portal's shut now.
Should
Okay.
we use it as a
I
bomb?
will propose, why don't we send the bomb back through the portal to somewhere else?
Oh, Back to the Future that won't exist anymore.
That's the one.
Open the portal.
Okay.
But what if doing that makes the future happen because it's a bad egg?
It happens for a different reason.
You don't know that.
They told me
Well,
what
I'm already
happened.
They could be
bleeding on the
liars.
portal. So we're sending it there.
How much blood are you giving?
5.
Okay. The portal gate opens once again. But y'all notice that is not a purplish white color. Instead, it is gray, almost yellow.
Maybe it needs more juice. Anyone want to volunteer some juice?
I'll just put my hand on it.
Nothing happens. You see, Tetsu, that Cass is actually bloodletting in these bowls, much like Eep did when you got re-teleported back to here.
I will pull out my dagger and put 5 into it as well.
The portal warps almost like a wong noise, and it grows more yellow than gray, almost a gold color.
Can I use some kind of insight or arcana or something to figure out, just from vibes, whether this portal is going forward or back?
Can I assist?
You're the guardian now. Wouldn't you have like a sense of this kind of stuff?
Yeah, do I have a sense as to where this portal is going? The direction?
As you tap into the amulet, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, sir. Nothing and nothing can go wrong.
She needs one of those history timelines that you had in school that was on the wall. That did what things were.
I got an 18, so that's a 19.
You have a flashback once again.
Eyes rolling back, frothing at the mouth, scaring the shit out of Tetsu.
Her eyes are just wide.
You see the amulet, the medallion on her chest glowing, by the way, Tetsu, as she's touching it.
I'm gonna, prick my finger and let a drop of my own blood go in.
The bowl laps it up like a dog licking water.
Ew.
Ew, the bowl has a tongue.
It does not. It is absorbing.
Then how does it do that? Like, ew.
Cass. You quickly
Yeah.
realize that these 3 portals go to the 3 rooms.
Mm.
And it's depending on how much blood you give will determine which room you go to. The gray white one, a slightly yellow, goes to the prayer room.
And then
The whitish yellow one, almost golden, goes to the throne room. And one that y'all have not tapped in yet because you have not donated enough blood is a pure gold color one. That one goes to the treasure room. You also know through these visions to activate the other portals that go elsewhere, you must have blood of royalty within your veins. Specifically, the 2 Dilavente elves that reside within the throne / tomb chamber.
Does anyone here happen to secretly be an elf?
No.
Looking at a Mel.
She's just no. She's shaking her head.
So I've got good news and I've got not great news. We gotta get some fancy blood to get to these other portals. The great news is that if we give just a little more blood, we can go to the treasure room through this portal. Treasure! There's a lot more magical items in this era, guys.
I'm definitely not a royal.
I feel like... Go ahead.
I guess I can give some blood. How much are we talking?
I think, are we pretty close to like giving enough, Dave? You said that it was almost gold.
Yeah, 4 more HP.
We just need 4 more total, like, drops.
4 more drops.
Oh,
I
okay.
squeeze my finger then.
I mean, I can also, if you want to give 2, I can give 2.
Okay.
2 drops of blood.
Okay. As you do, Lapis, you see the portal turn a golden shimmer apple.
Yes. If you asked me something, I missed it. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, you just said your name.
Oh, okay. Like, what did I miss?
You find yourself sitting in a chair. Surrounded by newspapers, books,
And stuff.
old shoes, that familiar jar of fingernail and toenail clippings, completely filled up, full. And you smell a familiar pipe smell roll over the top of all of this stuff. And you hear a familiar voice. So what's taking so long?
I don't know. There's like, you have to give blood to all these doors, so they're doing it.
Uh-huh.
Then they found a dragon and they want to kill it, but I told them we should give it to you. A dragon egg. It's like a baby dragon.
What kind of dragon?
It's black and it smells like it's smoky.
Good to know.
But I don't know how I'm going to get it for you. Because they're all, we're good guys and we don't want people to be evil. Which also sounds good.
I'll let you know.
And then, like, one of my friends went to the future and she said it was like 1,000-ish years or so. And there were a lot of dead people and like all the devils and the demons were mad or something. And there was a big war and people were in like bad shape.
Okay.
But-
You need to get that item.
The stick.
Yes.
I think we're working on it. I don't know. I don't
What
know what
color
we're
is-
doing with these portals.
What color is the portal now?
Was it yellow?
It's like really gold. We're going to the treasure room, baby.
It's gold. I think we're going to a treasure room.
It's not in the treasure room. Okay, so what you're gonna do? You're gonna go through the other portal.
The one that's not open? There's 3 of them.
There's more portals.
So which portal do we need to go to?
Once you get into the treasure room, run
Oh.
as quickly as you can to the end of the hall, or into
Okay.
the room. There, you're gonna find a gate. You're gonna cut your hand and put it on one of the stones. Gonna activate. Step through that portal. Do you hesitate or anything like that? The defense system is going to be activated.
So the treasure room's a trap?
They're all traps.
So should I tell my friends or you want me to run just across?
Do what you got to get the stick.
Okay.
But the one you're going to go to is the throne room. I need that specific stick.
Okay. So don't grab the treasure, run straight across, cut your hand or their hands, and put it on the rocks.
Yes.
And then that'll open. Is that going to turn colors too, or just go through it?
Just go through it.
Okay. To throne room.
The throne room, because something is coming from the prayer room to you.
prayer room. Is that with all the glass?
Just step through the portal, and you'll be okay.
Okay, as long as my ears are fine. I worry about them. They stick out. Get trapped in a portal.
You hear a snap from her fingers, and you look at your party. Who had the highest passive perception?
Not me.
I think
I
I think
have
a
a
bunch
10.
of us all had the same.
Amel and I both have a 13.
Mm.
What's Tetsu?
A 10.
And Amel? You were not the one focusing on this portal gate. Cass was, as well as Lapis and Tetsu. And you glance over at Apple briefly as this who's giving drops here and who's giving drops there. And Lapis gives the last 2 drops and it turns this yellow gold. And as it turns this yellow gold, you see Apple's eyes roll back in the top of her head.
Apple.
What?
As Apple just sits down on the ground and begins talking.
I will be intently listening to what she is saying, even if it's only half the conversation.
Everything that Apple just said, you heard.
I'm trying to remember what she said. Okay.
I think you said, so it's a trap?
Yeah.
So the treasure room's a trap? I think she said that basically verbatim.
Yeah. And then I heard her say, so just get through, open the portal and get her and don't stop.
You also heard her talk about the dragon egg
Yeah.
and about these people being goody two-shoes.
I can see that. I can see them. I can see that there are some not morally ambiguous people in the group. Okay. I can't argue with what she said.
And with that, Apple stops talking. And she blinks and her eyes are back in the correct order.
Apple, are you all right?
Yes, Grandma gave us a big clue. I know what we need to do.
Okay, so you tell us what we need to do.
Okay. Cass, the treasure room is a big, well, she's every room, but let's focus on the treasure room. The treasure room is a trap. Actually, every room is a trap, but you should know that because you got the thing in your chest, which was a trap too. So we got every room's a trap. So Grandma says, run through the treasure room and there's a portal on the other side. If we don't stop, we won't trigger the trap. And then we need to cut somebody's hand and put it on the rocks on that portal and go through. And that's the throne room. And that's where we need to be.
Okay.
So yes, there's treasure, and yes, it looks really, really cool, but it's bad treasure, it's bad for you, and if we mess with it, then that future that Tatsu saw is gonna happen.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Could we maybe dump the egg in the treasure room? I mean,
I was just about to say, if the last one through throws it before they run through the next portal.
I'll do it. I'll throw it.
Okay.
Or maybe there's a box in it. No, don't. Then you'd have to touch the box. Don't forget my idea. Never mind.
But
Okay.
also, I'm gonna put a hand on Cass's head real quick and do lay on hands.
Woo!
So
Ooh,
take
tingly.
a cute 15 points of health.
That is a cute 15 points. Ooh. I feel good as new.
Tetsu made Cass giggle.
Cass looks anemic right now.
I always look a little anemic.
They're worse than usual.
Thanks.
What do you all wish to
Lovely.
do?
Okay. I'm pretty fast. I can go first. Apple, you want to ride on my back so we can make sure that everyone's going the same pace?
Okay.
Tetsu, you want to carry Lapis?
What?
Carrying
I
the
can
egg,
walk.
I'm throwing it.
Oh, yeah. Lapis, Amel?
I'll hold
I can
Lapis's
walk.
hand and we can
Yeah.
run together.
Oh, we're not walking, baby. We are running.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I'll hold your hand.
Okay. I'm a back, Apple.
Okay. And I get my dagger ready and I'll cut my hand and hit the thing.
It's already
Nice.
been activated.
Flashbacks from episode 1.
I see the knife.
Holy spirit.
As
I only tried to kill you once.
keep it away from my kidneys, okay?
Okay.
who steps through the portal first?
Cass. I think it's Cass and technically Apple if Apple is on Cass's back.
Yes.
Apple, Cass,
Capple.
pass through the portal.
Crapple.
Who goes next?
That would be Amel and holding the hands of Lapis,
Yes.
and we are bolting right behind them.
Lapis, Mel. Now goes through the portal. Tetsu,
Going last. And sprinting.
as each and every one steps through the portal, we are going to take a small break, about 15 minutes worth. And when we get back, we will see them on the other side and see how it all plays out. See you in about 15 minutes, watchers.
If you are enjoying our content, please consider supporting us through Patreon. Patrons get access to videos early, as well as digital content easily imported into your own game or campaign. Every bit of support helps us grow as a channel. Do you enjoy watching a live game? Do you have Amazon Prime? Please consider subscribing using your Prime sub on twitch.tv/thexpguild. This is a free and easy way to support the channel. Finally, if you do enjoy this content and know others who might, tell your friends and family about the XP Guild. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us for yet another XP Guild show. If you are enjoying this, please do us a favor, click like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when our next show goes live. Feel free to drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from you guys, hear your thoughts on the show, or anything else you want to talk about. I'd like to take a quick moment to say thank you to our friends over at Hero Forge, a Skycastle LLC product. We are not sponsored by them, but if you're looking for great custom miniatures, check out HeroForge.com. They've been so kind to let us use their art, as many of the miniatures and artwork that we use come from their website with their permission. However, they have not reviewed our content, and so what we do does not necessarily represent their views or beliefs. Again, thank you to Hero Forge.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, let's get back to the show.
Cass. Apple. You're the first ones to step through the portal. And you quickly look around and the way the room is laid out is tiered downward. Y'all are up on the top tier, and just below y'all it drops 10 feet and drops again 10 more feet until you get to the bottom where all the treasure lie and dead bodies, skeletons, and the like. Fountains on either side of what appears to be a pond, man-made, filled with various items. There's enough treasure in here for an entire kingdom. I need y'all to move y'all's movements. Double your move. Okay. Yep. Okay. 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 Gotcha. And with that,
look at it.
That's right. Damn right we will.
as y'all move 35, how far? 60?
35 feet.
35 feet.
So it'll be 70 feet total if
Okay,
I can
go.
move my other half. Do it?
Yes. You are
Okay.
running as
25.
Apple is with you.
I can get right there.
Okay.
Okay, Apple.
And before you go, Apple, Amel and Lapis, y'all step through the portal.
Yes.
We are also running, I guess. Run, movement, and dash.
Yep.
Yeah. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then you've got 30 foot, have you as well? Lapis?
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong part of the map.
Lapis is in our own little world. It's okay.
I was on one. I was like super zoomed in on one section of the map.
As y'all all get to the portal, you see the energy waves cross before it, white in nature. And as y'all look over, the last person to step through the portal is Tetsu. And as Tetsu does, Amel, Apple, Lapis, Cass, roll me a perception check.
Perception.
That's an 18, sir.
I got an 11.
I only got a 10. But my passive is 17.
Yeah.
Apple, you're mostly focused on your task at hand. You don't really have time to look
Makes
here
sense.
and there. However, Cass, you're on guard. You're on point. And across the way, deep within that tiered trench, the skeletons dead start to move.
Of course they do.
Tetsu girl, you gotta run.
Hey, Cass, I think this has something to do with phase fiends or undead. Just saying.
Oh, it does. Ah!
I'm sure I'm divine sensing that right now.
Absolutely.
Everything is glowing again. Immediate PTSD. Anyway, action dash.
Okay.
You walk
so-
into a room and it glows. It's you. It's your personality.
Okay.
And
Glowing
with
personality.
that, I need everyone to roll me initiative.
Initiative.
I got a 5.
You're not rolling on D&D Beyond, then tell me the number.
It's okay, everybody. That's where I got the natural 20.
Good, good. You're moving fast.
Faces past.
19.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
If someone could give me Mel's roll, that would be great. But that is all possible. If not, then... Oh, there we go. Never mind. Ignore that. Mel, you roll initiative.
They're after
7.
they're after your
7.
onion rings.
They're like, no food in the treasure room.
Tetsu, you start to see these skeletal remains twisting and moving and forming into actual undead creatures. They are at least 10, 20, more than 20 feet, probably 30 feet straight down in the actual tiered section itself.
So they're 30 feet away.
They're 30 feet below you.
That is, you know, an oddly specific number that I would need to, and they're all like dead, right?
Undead, yes. Here is my question to you, though, Tetsu. Are you behind Lapis, or do you actually climb down 10 feet into the second tier?
I was gonna be next to Lapis. There's just no way to do it on here.
No.
If it's like, is there like no way to pass?
No, there is no way to pass each other.
Oh, okay. Then I'll be at the end.
Okay.
However, they are still close enough that if I channel Divinity Turn the Faithless, I can present my holy symbol. Oh no, this doesn't work on undead. It's only Fey or Fiends for Paladins. Never mind. I'm very upset now. Right?
Paladins can't turn undead?
Apparently not.
No.
No, that's a cleric thing.
Alright. I am.
Didn't they used to be able to turn undead?
No, this is clerics, I think.
No. Maybe. I don't remember, but that's past edition. So.
I was like, I could have sworn?
Yeah, me too. Like, I remember people with swords going, turn! And turning undead.
Alright.
Could be a different edition.
Back in the day.
Back in the day!
It used to be.
Used to, coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Before the newest edition, it could.
Yeah.
I'm upset.
So what are we doing?
I'm gonna shoot a crossbow bolt at him, because I can't get around everyone, can I?
You cannot.
Yeah.
The only one that you would be able to get around would be Apple, but Apple's like second.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna...
I'm on top of Cass.
Yeah, so we're just kind of sharing first.
shoot one with my crossbow.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and label everybody real quick.
We just need to go through the door. We don't have to fight the guys.
I can't go anywhere.
Okay, so who are you shooting at?
Number 2.
Give me that roll.
That is a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Hey. And I do 1d8. There it is. That is 7 points of piercing damage.
And you did it to number 2.
Yes.
7? You said 7?
Yep.
As it cracks bones and splinters, you see it kind of wobble, but it still stands and turns to you as all of y'all hear this weird creaking noise from below. Is there anything else you would like to do?
There's nothing I can do.
Okay. And with that, Apple.
I'm going to cut my hand and put it on the rocks.
You put your hand on the rock. How many hit points do you give it?
Oh, I don't know. She didn't tell me. I just put my hand on the rock. I could roll for it.
Okay.
I'll roll. Let's see. 17 seems dramatic. Let me not do that many.
Never mind.
We'll divide that by 2. Let's see. Just, yeah. Damn it. Thinking. Let's do like 8.
8. You hear almost like machine noise as you see the bright light turn a slight yellowish color. What do you wish to do, Apple? That was your action to do that with your hand.
So that didn't open it?
It looks like it did.
Oh, can I go in?
Is it the color we need?
It looks like the color y'all need.
Let's go!
So, with your movement, you jump in the portal.
I was going to encourage Cass to go in the portal.
Did she use me like a mount and have me move on her turn?
I was gonna be like, let's go, and
you put some stirrups in my side. I'm like,
Okay.
You hold a dagger to my kidney.
we combine our
So
turns
are
here.
you holding? So you're gonna wait for Cass to go, basically.
Right, because this all really happens simultaneously. So
Yep.
if Cass is not going to go on her turn, then I will go by myself. But if Cass is going to go on her turn, then I will go with Cass. So
Yeah,
it kind
I'm
of
gonna go
depends
on my
on
turn.
You are free to talk amongst yourselves real quick, like.
You're going to go on your turn?
I'm planning on going on my turn. I just want to make sure that the people behind us can get past us.
Which, if we go in, they should be able to.
So, like, maybe I can just maybe I'm a little on the wall for the sake of ease of people getting around me. I am a little on the wall like a spider.
Okay, so I think Apple will just kind of lose her mind and go in, just in case something happens and Cass goes, oh wait, I've got to save Tetsu or something strange, or
Okay.
Lapis, or
Yeah. Okay. So you step through the portal.
I will step through the portal.
Okay. Lapis, what are you
Hi.
doing? You see these undead and treasure galore, but you also see something that you have not seen in a great while in this barren wasteland. Water.
Water? Well, I kind of want to take their advice because Apple did say this was a trap room. And I feel like since we're all going through, we should probably all go through. I can't get past Amelicas, right?
You can't get past a Mel. You can't get past Cass. What you can do is drop down 10 feet
Okay.
and then move. Drop down 10 feet, then 5, so 10, 15, 20. I'm going to say you can barely make it through the portal if you drop down, move, and then climb back up. What's your movement, 30 or 35?
30.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, if you use a bonus, if you use your action to dash, then yeah, easily enough.
Okay, well, I will do that.
Okay.
So I can get on out of here. Skibbity doo.
Drop down and move, and then come back up. You step through the portal.
Yes.
With that, the rest of y'all, see another figure rise out of the bones. They look beefier. They look like they have more armor on them. And the way their dress looks, they appear to be some kind of commander. As he rushes forward, and begins climbing 35. And gets right upon you, Tetsu. As the other ones,
He's going right past me.
they're 10 feet below you.
I've got a pole arm. I've got to reach at 10
That's
feet.
true. So go ahead and make that attack roll, please.
Opportunity attack. That is a 17 to hit.
Exactly how much you needed.
Yeeks.
You cut through the splint mail,
Ooh, that's 11 damage.
11 damage. You
I don't
hear,
suppose you've got Sentinel.
Hmm?
I don't suppose you've got Sentinel.
No.
Damn.
you hear a few bones crack. That is slashing, right? Or piercing?
I believe it is. It says heavy martial slashing. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. With that, the other ones begin to scamper up. Actually dash. Number 2 slashes out at you, Amel. That was the one that was injured previous. Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Take 8 points of damage as the short sword cuts you deep. The other one, however, was unable to get to you, number 1. And the rest of them has launched themselves upon Tetsu, but are unable to attack. And with that, Amel, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm wanting to get out of here. So, can I shove 2 to get him out my way and push him off the ledge? And then I want to swing around and through the portal.
Okay. You are going to have... Okay, so I'll need 2 things from you.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make me athletics roll to shove him out of the way. Gonna be your action. In your bonus session, I need you to make an acrobatics roll.
Okay, so I have a negative on athletics, guys. This is not going to go well.
I believe in you.
Well, I mean, before you roll.
I rolled all right. That's an 18.
18.
Whoa.
You successfully push him.
Okay. And then
As
the
he tumbles
acrobatics.
down
Sorry.
to the next level below. I will need an acrobatics roll.
Yep, so that was 17.
17. As you do, number one does get an attack of opportunity as you swing around this barrier and come within shot of him. That's a 14 hit.
No.
And with that, you are able to go through the portal. Cass, being last in the round. Tetsu being surrounded almost by these undead. What do you do?
Tetsu, just for the sake of posterity, her move was before mine, right? Like she had her time in the turn before me. Not before me, but like before the enemies. I think she did.
First.
She's first in the order thing.
That's right. First and
You're-
last.
Yep.
Tetsu, do you
Blow it up.
do you? Oh, okay. Do you want me to head out then? You don't want any?
Run.
Okay. And Cass is just gonna kind of stripper pull around this column. She's just gonna kind of, whoop. She's gonna action disengage, and then whoop, stripper pull into the
Okay.
portal.
And with that, you bypass number one. Then we go to the beginning of the round. Tetsu, what do you do as you're surrounded by undead?
I'm just gonna tank it and start running.
Okay.
And, run towards the portal. And right before I, scoot my way in, as I'm standing on this corner here, I'm gonna, like a baseball, is the egg small enough to, for me to hold it in one hand, sort of like this? Okay, so sort of like a baseball, Tetsu is gonna pull back with the egg and just throw it as hard as she can to, hit a ledge, a rock, or even the wall.
Okay.
And then...
Before you move, number 3 is going to get
Yes.
attack of opportunity. Does a 23 hit,
It does.
and you need you to take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And as you get to that point, you realize that you're not as agile and nimble as Cass is, or Amel. So I need you to first give me that action roll with the egg. So give me that athletics.
18.
18. You toss the egg perfectly. Where do you toss it to?
I'm gonna throw it to there against the wall.
Okay. I need you, as you try
I'm
to skimmy,
diving through.
as you try to dive through or skimmy around this beacon thing, I need you to make me an acrobatics roll.
I have a +0 to that. How does a 15 look?
15 is just enough. As you shimmy around the pole, although number 1 also gets an attack of opportunity.
Pain and suffering.
Does 16 hit?
It does not.
And as you do, you step through the portal. And with that, pass
Uh-oh, I'm all alone here.
an apple. Y'all step through the portal.
It's dark.
Is it?
I can't see a thing.
Apple, I think we've gone blind.
Oh, no.
And you realize
Oh, hark! I see a light.
Hark! Upon yon window breaks.
What herald?
as y'all to step through, you realize that you're stepping on metal as it chings, and you realize that the entire floor is gold.
Oh my god! This is so impractical, but it's so pretty. Oh, Apple.
That is.
Apple, if I'm ever rich enough, I want a floor just like this.
And before you, you see a raised stone structure. On top of it, it looks like two throne chairs made of marble of white and black. To the right is a sarcophagus, as well as to the left of this throne.
Do I smell any
City.
undead? With my many visions of this place.
Give me a perception check.
With advantage?
Advantage.
Thank you. Ooh, 22.
The air is extremely dry, and you immediately feel this sensation as if you're slowly becoming dehydrated. You already start to feel your lips dry, and off in the distance, you feel the presence of undead. And it's almost like this negative energy is causing this issue.
Man, I am thirsty. I think it's just all the blood. Also, there's like powerful evil near the end of this hall.
This is the golden room with the royal dead people in it. This was in my vision.
Oh!
And
There's an
as
old machine at the end, and I have to get the stick out of it. So I'm gonna go that way.
you realize, Apple,
Yep.
machine that was talked about is the one that you step through.
But the machine has the stick in it.
You walk around where you initially had your hand put on the last one. This time it seems like a part of whatever stone, metal, whatever is open. And you see all these strange ropes and sticks and whatnot within this container. And it's glowing. It's glowing this like whitish yellow tinge as well, as you hear just this wah, 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 wah. And in the back of your head, you see out of all these weird little colored sticks and whatnot that are attached to these ropes. You see the right stick you need.
Oh, okay. I grab it.
Hold on, Apple. Hold on, Apple. Our friends haven't come through that portal yet, Apple.
Lapis and Emil, what are y'all doing as y'all see this and you hear Cass immediately tell Apple to stop?
I don't notice straight away. I've come flying through the portal quite injured. So I'm just sat against the back of the stone thrones, cradling my stomach wound, bleeding everywhere.
Let's see. I'm going to heal. There we go. I'm going to healing word 2nd level, probably, Amel.
Okay.
Let me roll the d20 first. Oof. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
Because I don't want that one. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
Please don't give me another one. Okay, good. That's a 19. Okay. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Well, you get... Wait, I clicked the wrong one. Oops. Ignore the 4. I clicked the thing because I had to scroll it. It's going to be 7 HP.
Thank you.
Apple, you have the stick in your hand. Cass has mentioned about your party members not stepping through quite just yet. What do you do?
I will freeze, and as soon as I see Tetsu come through, because I can see everybody else,
Yeah.
I will yank the stick, the rod.
Okay.
Like,
And sure
okay, Cass,
enough-
I will wait on Tetsu.
And sure enough, out of all of it, Tetsu steps through.
Then I will pull the rod so nobody else comes through.
And as you do, the machine shuts down. Y'all are immediately plunged back into darkness once again.
Tetsu, have you got a tail? Did you just lose your tail?
I don't have a tail. What?
Oh, that's okay then.
Oh, sorry, that was me. Touching your leg.
What do y'all wish to do? As y'all are now in total
I mean,
darkness.
I have dark vision.
I should have
Dancing
that.
lights.
Dancing lights. As dancing lights comes back on, your dark vision kicks back in.
Oh. Darker than dark vision. I want to look at these chairs.
Okay. What's the rest of y'all doing? Lapis is healing Emil. Anything else are y'all two doing?
How does everyone else look health-wise?
I look pretty good.
I'm okay.
Alright.
I'm
Can
just
I-
over half.
With all. I can also see just the glowing evil at the end with the divine sense, right? Or would I have to cast it again?
You'd have to cast it again, and I need
Okay.
you to make a perception
Well,
check with
it's.
advantage.
Oh. Okay. That is. Well, you said with advantage?
Yep.
Oh, I prefer that, please and thank you. That's much better. That's a 16. The other one was a 3.
You do sense evil at the other side of the room mixed in with the rubble and whatnot. But what also pings to you is their sarcophagus. You now start to see it also cast as you start to climb the throne, the pedestal.
Ooh.
And you
Anyone
see,
got
would you-
any sunlight-related spells?
and you see a familiar
Radiance.
bowl sitting in between the two thrones.
Can't we just have dead bodies that don't do anything? Can't they just be
I
dead
don't-
bodies?
That'd be really nice, right?
Just
Right?
dead bodies. Just regular old.
Do I see
dead
any
bodies.
writing around at all?
Absolutely.
Anything I can read?
What languages do you speak?
Common, deep speech, Sylvan, and Thieves' Cant.
Sylvan. It is an ancient form of elf more closely related to Sylvan. And on the sarcophagi, you see the names. The one to your left belongs to Ko, and the other one belongs to his wife, Sienna. This is their chambers.
I will point that out to the group as well.
If anybody would like to give a history check, please feel free to as well.
With advantage for Fae, Fiends, and Undead?
Oh my god.
Not necessarily.
I have
Oof.
a negative, so I'm excited to roll everyone.
I got a
Ooh.
straight up 1.
Guys, I got a 39.
Hey guys, guess what?
What?
I got a 2, but I have a -1, so I got a 1.
Oh.
So we got 2 1s,
A dirty 1. I would like to throw that out there.
dirty 1. Okay.
Since I've got the temple embedded in my chest, can I have an advantage on this?
You can, absolutely. Mel, what did we roll?
8.
8. And Apple, did we roll at all?
No.
You don't know anything.
I rolled a sexy 14.
Knows one thing.
Is there lots of writing in this room,
There is.
or just on there? I'm
No.
gonna cast comprehend languages on myself,
Okay.
and it lasts for an hour, so I can kind of wander around the room and read stuff.
Okay, so put yourself where you're going first. And we move up to 30 feet right now.
Oh well, I'm gonna. Okay, I got an idea. I'm gonna go by Amel, because where was Amel reading? So I'm gonna go by Amel, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, I can read that. It says," and I'll read stuff to her.
Okay.
Because my
You-
magic makes it where I can read stuff. I
Absolutely.
can't cast it on you, Amel, but I can read stuff and we can see what all this says.
Once again, the thrones themselves belong to Ko, Quintus, Navi, a Dulivente male elf, and his wife, Sienna Novel, Dulivente female elf. They were the lords and ladies of this land several thousand years ago. And it seems like it is very religious based, so if y'all two can give me a religion roll. Anybody else can give a... Are you reading out loud, Apple?
Yes, I'm reading out loud because I don't know the history. So I don't know if religion would help at all. She's just reading what's there.
Okay,
What's your
so
religion?
anybody else, Lapis, Tetsu, and Cast can roll.
Okay.
It's your face paint's not dead.
So
Well-
the 15 history was basically... It seems like this was a thing to do back in the day, is have your throne room where you die at.
I rolled religion for fun, and I also have a -1, so I rolled a 1 and got a -1, so I got a 0.
A dirty
Wow.
Don't worry, Apple. I got you. I got a 15 on religion.
I know
Ooh.
nothing about religion.
I don't know if Apple knows what religion is right now.
Right? Nope, no idea.
Dave, I'm sorry if you already mentioned it.
It's
Is
a big word.
what Apple's reading, is it in like Abyssal?
It is not.
Okay.
It is an ancient elven form, almost closely related to Sylvan.
Okay. Celestial wouldn't help you. But I did get a 16, and that's the only intelligence score I have a +2. I have a +1.
So
17.
15 from Lapis and 16 from Tetsu. What did Amel get?
17.
8.
Oh, 17, okay. And Cass, did you roll religion?
11.
I got the best. I got 0.
Yeah, you did. If you go 1 down, you go all the way up to 20.
The tale on the back of this throne tells of giving the sacrifice, which is blood, to Humlatik. And Humlatik will grant you their wishes, their powers, their gifts. These portal gates go to the 3 rooms: the prayer room, the throne room, and the treasure room. When unpure, tainted blood is given, it will activate the Guardian, found within the prayer room. And when you read that, Apple, you immediately flash back to that one scene about that giant insect being made of metal and stone, that when you went to go walk around it and try to talk to it, it did something to your mind and made it hurt, and you came out of your vision.
I share that.
Unclean blood, like is this like a racist thing? Like a not elf thing? Like
It could be.
I think it's more you're not a Duvanti royal thing.
Ugh.
I
That's
thought
kind
it
of
was more
limiting.
Like, virgin blood, when what they mean is they want blood that hasn't been used before.
I mean, hasn't all blood been used?
It, like in a ritual. Like this blood's never been used for spells.
Oh gosh, after this, I'm definitely not a virgin.
No, you are. No.
No, definitely not.
The writings continue along the wall Which way do you go, Apple?
Whichever way Amel wants to go.
Is the writing left to right or right to left? Or up down?
It's up down.
Okay. And it progresses along.
It seems to progress along the eastern wall first.
So we'll follow it that way.
It looks almost, as you compare the walls, it looks like it rises in the east, and then
okay.
and then settles in the west.
All right. We'll start in the east and work our way around.
Okay, so I need y'all to move to that location. And tell me how many squares y'all go. Y'all can move up to 30.
I moved 4 squares, 20 feet.
Well, no, once you get to the wall.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we just read the whole wall?
Yeah, let's just read the whole wall.
That's 25.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, how many squares do you move beyond where you're at right now?
Okay, wait. Is the writing all along this wall?
It's in the entire room.
Right. So we would start down here and like go all the way up.
Okay.
And then like turn and do this wall next. If that's a wall. I don't know what that is.
That is a step that goes off. It's about 5 feet step. That goes
Oh,
into
I was
this
thinking
other,
start. Where's my pointer?
it goes into this other room.
I was thinking start here and move up this way and around.
Ah, I like that better. Okay, we do what she said.
We'll start here and we'll work our way down this wall.
Okay, so there is also writing on these walls too, by the way.
But I think finish this top floor before we go to the
Yeah, I
bottom
think
floor.
finish the top section
Because
first.
that's
it seems
gonna
a bit
spring
more
a trap.
statusy. Yeah.
And
There's
we're
a bit
gonna have
more
to fight
status
once
up
we
here.
get
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody give me a religion roll that wants to roll a religion roll, or history even, with advantage.
Ooh. So do I roll the
Or-
the negative one or the plus one?
Oh,
Nat
it's so
20.
difficult to decide.
Right? I'm gonna have to go with religion, unfortunately.
I got an 18 history.
I got a 16.
Nat 20 history.
Girl,
I got
very
a-
nice.
14 in religion.
5 in history.
Okay. What was Lapis's?
16 in history.
Apple is just a translator. That is it.
Apple just reads it. She doesn't understand it though.
Nope. I have that power because Grandma sometimes needs me to read stuff and she's way far away. So she let me have that so I could help from a distance.
Apple, how long does your spell last?
1 hour.
You'll need to cast it again.
It took us an hour.
It didn't take you an hour. You're halfway through the wall.
Oh, okay. All right. I will cast it again.
2 hours pass.
I gotta roll my
As
thing.
Apple recites, basically almost like reading a holy book, basically, as it's very, very poetry-esque in flavor, but with religious tones, and solely bent on Humlatique. Who rolled the low number out of the 3 of y'all? Cass, was it?
Yeah, probably. I got an 18 total.
18, and Lapis was 16?
Yes. So I was probably the lowest then.
Okay, because Tetsu got what?
I got a 14.
14. Tetsu was the lowest. It takes you a while to translate, to bring this writing up to modern day standards. It seems like these people ruled for a number of years, and they ruled over a section of basically during the age of the divine, basically. During when the old gods actually were prominent, established entities upon the planet before they were captured, before they were put in the Miva meteor and stuff like that. And this particular area, Dulavente, basically this was before they made a deal with the demon or the devil that rules that land, that plunged it into a cesspool of a swampy, murky yuckness. And basically the people were banished from the very existence, or the royalty were by its people being cursed. These two were the not so much the offspring, but the progenitors, the first, almost the first to basically establish Dulavente and their lands. You also get information on the portals. And depending the 3 portals specifically, each room, the throne room, the prayer room, and treasure room, has one of these portals that go back to the original 3 portals at the far end, and you see it ever so slightly at the far end, following the gold throne or gold inlaid
The yellow brick road.
the yellow brick road, the gold, and it's ever so slightly glowing bluish at the end. Those portals actually will take you back to that initial room, the 3 portaled room. And once again, it mentions about purity of blood can take you elsewhere, to other places of importance to the Dulavente.
Hey, I feel like I remember when we were in that first room that like we needed some of like the royal blood in order to like kind of get out of this little circle thing. So Cass just kind of looks at the coffins. So
you also remember something that the royal, the lovely nobles within Afliakar wanted. Do you have that scroll, or does somebody else in your party have that scroll?
I think we've been handing it off.
I thought Tetsu had it for some reason.
Yeah, Tetsu had it, and then she wasn't there, so we didn't know what we were looking for.
Tetsu, do you have the scroll still?
I just pull it out of my bag. You mean this?
Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
With a flourish.
It dust.
Future dust. Cool.
Future dust, hell dust.
Tastes like cyberpunk. What the hell is that?
The scroll says basically that the nobles of Afliakar wants the scepter of Caio Quintus Navi.
Ooh, looks like we're doing a little grave robbing. You know, if we take notes,
What?
I think it's technically science.
I'm not.
Come on, we can apologize. Cass is gonna knock playfully on Caius's on Caius's comment. She's gonna do shave and a haircut. See, he didn't even knock back. I mean, I feel like that's pretty universal.
I'm not a fan of this.
What do you
I
gonna
mean-
do?
I'm going to place my pretty little butt in Caius's throne. And I'm just gonna kind of tap the inside of the bowl to be like, well, guys, I think we know what we need to do. But I'll let you guys figure out what you want to do before we actually do what we need to do.
So, I am lost.
Mhm.
Why? What are we doing?
Well,
you're like-
obviously.
You're like, guys, I think you know what to do. And see this face? This face has no idea what we're supposed to be doing. What are we supposed to be doing?
Well, obviously, we've got to grave rob these guys, specifically that guy, to get his scepter.
Okay.
I'm assuming. You
So
know,
I'll keep
like-
talking about royal blood. Where are we going to get royal blood?
Well, assuming that these guys aren't fully human anymore, because like that was the impression that I got from my thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, assuming that these guys aren't fully human anymore, we're dealing with, Empire Fae, and vampires, and there's still blood in there, I'm sure.
Oh.
We just gotta, and I mean, knowing how this whole place works, to open the sarcophagi, we probably have to give them blood. I mean, we can try to pry it open as it is.
They might be nice vampires.
Yeah! Yeah,
They're-
like the one on the council.
I just can't.
Maybe they come from the Northwest.
I
Maybe.
don't think there are nice vampires.
I mean,
As long as
look,
they don't sparkle.
What? Well, that's what I was
Those are
gonna say. They might be
fake.
the sparkly nice vampires you hear about in the old stories.
in the old stories, in the ancient stories, and flashback to like a really well-read cover-to-cover of Twilight.
When the land had trees and fog.
And everything was a little blue-toned.
Yes.
And the
And there were
mystical
werewolf
game.
people.
The
Oh wait, there's still
mystical
werewolf
game
people.
of the gods, based ball
In thunderstorms.
in thunderstorms.
And they go to the sacred land.
They go
of
to
Italy.
It's Italy. What a fantasy world.
I think you've lost us, Dave.
Lapis.
The story on the walls got more interesting.
What is Edward doing?
Story changed a little.
What are we doing, Lapis?
Hold on, I need to zoom around the map just a little bit. I was too zoomed in again. I think I'm gonna try drawing like the people that are kind of on the sarcophagi. Yeah, I'm gonna draw each one of those, starting with the one on the right.
Okay,
There's
so
a
that would
sarcophagi and a sarcophagirl.
that would be, that would be
I love
Caesar.
that.
That's how we tell them apart.
Roll me Constitution saving throw, Lapis.
Constitution.
Dang, she's using like lead paint.
Oh man, my poor tummy. Hold on, that's the wrong.
Did Indiana Jones didn't do like a rubbing?
That's gonna be a 14.
Something doesn't feel right. It was dry to begin with. You notice when you step through, I mean, like your lips are starting to dry, but you specifically, being a water genasi, just start to feel almost like drained. You fight it off as best as you can, but there's something horribly wrong with this room, and you feel the omnipresence, not within the immediate vicinity, but out in the open chamber room. Give me a perception check.
Perception. Ooh, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
This seems like a good thing to use inspiration on.
Could be.
Okay, yes. That's gonna be a dirty 20. I have 1 inspiration left. Oof.
And you look out in the throne room, and suddenly you start to see them. You realize you know exactly what these things are. As your caravan has run into them before, they are undead, but they are known as the Grey Thirsters.
Dave, just for clarification, I lived in an oasis, not on a caravan.
Sorry.
You're okay. I just figured
but caravans have gone through your oasis, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
And they have told the tales, and you know of one such caravan that had these things. And your oasis and your people almost died because of them. The Grey Thirsters absorb and destroy water sources. And with that knowledge, Watchers, we end tonight's episode on that note. As Lapis quickly realizes how dangerous now this throne room has become. For not one, but 2 of these beings will quickly and soon be upon the party. Come back in 2 weeks to find out how it all ends. Whether the party dies a horrible death, or will they survive? That we will not know until then. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, watchers. Most of all, let's thank our lovely party. Or if it wasn't for them, the storyline would be very, very different. I'm going to go around the room, announce a party member, and they're going to say what they're going to say, and then pass it off to the next party member. Let's start out with the one, the only, the one that saw the true danger, Lapis.
Hello, everyone. I'm Amanda. I'm playing Lapis tonight. Man, I was not expecting the spoopy at the end. I'm very afraid for us. Oh boy. Can't wait until next time when we get to deal with the spooky room. We thought the previous room was spooky. This one's even more spooky. Uh, I'm gonna pass this off to Tetsu as I fear for my life.
Hi, I play Tetsu, and I now have post-traumatic stress disorder. Except it's from the future, so is it pre-traumatic stress disorder? So anyway, Dave got the trauma in early, and I had fun, and now I have one singular mission and an oath to follow, and I'm going to pass it over to Apple.
Okay, let me try that with my mic on. Hi, everybody. My name is Sandy, and I'm playing Apple. And she has no idea what religion is. But Sandy, the player, is wondering if these guys want water so bad, why they didn't drain the pool that's in the other room since they've been standing here for like hundreds of years. There's a water source. I don't know. Sounds weird. Okay. But okay. I don't know. I don't know what little Apple's gonna do. I never know. I don't plan. I have fun letting her just be a little chaos gremlin. She's a lot of fun. And I will pass it to Miss Cass, our scientific girl.
Hey guys, looks like we better hydrate before we dihydrate. Hi guys, I'm Belle. I play Cass. It's really fun just kind of crawling into Cass's skin again. It's been a hot second, and I'm glad we could be back here causing trouble together. With that, I'm going to pass it off to our lovely, lovely, lovely Amel, who kind of got gut punched earlier.
Hi everyone, my name's Sarah from the land down under. Yes, all that goes through my mind is we are going down, 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 down. But I couldn't do it with a better group. So I look forward to seeing what shenanigans we can get up to in a couple of weeks' time. Back to Dave.
And with that, yes, tune in 2 weeks for another episode, which will be, I do believe, episode 10 for this game. But for that, tune in Monday, as we do another insanely heroic, insanely scary, high level, I think we're now 16th level, Shattered Lands game with my creator in disguise and whatnot, Bill. And then we may or may not, depending on our party and depending on America and Thanksgiving, we may have our lovely game, Astroplex, the Spire and the Sprawl, on Wednesday night, depending on the party and this, that, and the other. If we do have it, come watch. Should be at the same time as this game, only on Wednesday. If not, then 2 weeks from now. But other than that, it is that wonderful, wonderful time we tell you, watchers, thank you for watching, thank you for showing up, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.